When Jerome Smithy received the invitation to a Filipino party, he was both curious and excited. Though he had heard stories about the legendary hospitality and vibrancy of Filipino gatherings, he had never experienced one himself. As the date drew near, he wondered what awaited him, what flavors, sounds, and traditions he might encounter, and how he would fit into this tapestry of warmth and celebration. On the day of the party, Jerome arrived to find the venue abuzz with activity. Before he even reached the door, the tantalizing aroma of spices and grilled meats filled the air, promising a feast unlike any he had known. He was greeted with open arms and wide smiles by family members and friends, each eager to welcome him. The atmosphere was instantly inviting, a living embodiment of the Filipino value of bayanihan, a spirit of communal unity and generosity. Inside, tables groaned under the weight of traditional dishes. There was adobo, chicken, slow cooked in soy sauce, vinegar and garlic until it was tender and flavorful. He spotted platters of golden lumpia, crisp spring rolls filled with vegetables and meat, and could not resist reaching for one. At the center of the spread stood a whole roasted lechon, its skin perfectly crisp and glistening, a centerpiece that signaled the importance of the occasion. There were trays of pancit, noodles, stir-fried with shrimp, pork, and vegetables, and bowls of sinigang, a tangy tamarind soup, brimming with tender meat and fresh greens. For dessert, colorful layers of halo beckoned, promising sweet relief from the summer heat. As he sampled each delicacy, Jerome was struck by the diversity of flavors and the care with which each dish was prepared. The food was a testament to the Filipino heritage, shaped by centuries of trade, colonization, and cultural exchange. Every bite told a story, from the Spanish influence in the lechon to the Chinese roots of lumpia and the indigenous techniques behind adobo. But there was more to the celebration than just food. The room pulsed with laughter and conversation as old friends reminisced and new bonds were formed. Children darted around tables, their faces bright with excitement, while elders looked on with contented smiles. Jerome felt the unmistakable sense of being part of something larger, a community where every guest was treated as family and no one was left a stranger for long. Music soon filled the air, both familiar and new. A group of guests gathered around a karaoke machine, a staple at any Filipino gathering, ready to belt out classic ballads and modern hits alike. Jerome watched as one after another took the microphone, their voices rising in song. There was no judgment here, only encouragement and applause, regardless of skill. When it was his turn, Jerome hesitated, but the cheers of his new friends gave him courage. As he sang, laughter and music mingled, breaking down any last barriers and weaving him into the fabric of the party. The festivities continued with traditional dances. Someone brought out bamboo poles, and soon the rhythmic clack of tinikling echoed through the room. Dancers nimbly stepped in and out of the moving poles, their feet light and quick in time with the music. Jerome was invited to try, and though his first attempts were clumsy, the crowd cheered him on, delighting in his willingness to join in. It was a moment of shared joy, a bridge across cultures, built through dance and laughter. As the evening wore on, Jerome found himself drawn into conversations about family, heritage, and the experiences of the Filipino diaspora. He learned about the importance of respect for elders, the value placed on close-knit family ties, and the enduring strength found in community support. Stories were shared, of childhoods spent in distant provinces, of journeys across oceans, and of the dreams carried by those who sought a better life abroad. Each tale was a thread in the larger tapestry of Filipino identity, woven with pride and resilience. Throughout the night, Jerome noticed something remarkable. Every guest, regardless of their background, was invited to participate, to eat, to sing, to dance, and to share in the abundance of the celebration. This spirit of inclusivity was not just a custom, but a way of life. It reflected the heart of Filipino culture, where hospitality was more than a gesture. It was a guiding principle. As the party drew to a close, Jerome felt a sense of gratitude and belonging. He had come as an outsider, but he was leaving as a friend. His heart full and his understanding deepened. The memories of the evening, the flavors, the laughter, the music would stay with him long after, a reminder of the connections forged when people opened their homes and hearts to one another. Reflecting on the experience, Jerome realized that Filipino parties are about more than just food and festivity. They are a celebration of life, of resilience, and of the enduring bonds that tie families and communities together. They are an affirmation of generosity, where abundance is shared and every guest is made to feel at home. In a world often marked by division and isolation, the Filipino Party stood as a beacon of unity and joy. For Jerome, the invitation had opened a door to a world rich in tradition and warmth. He had tasted new flavors, learned new dances, and most importantly, discovered the true meaning of hospitality. It was an experience he would cherish and one he hoped to share with others, carrying forward the lessons of kindness, openness, and community that he had found at the heart of the celebration. As he said his goodbyes, Jerome was already looking forward to the next gathering, eager to once again join in the laughter, the music, and the unbreakable spirit of bayanihan that defines every Filipino party. And as he stepped out into the night, he knew he had gained something invaluable, a deeper appreciation for a culture and a people whose welcome had turned a simple invitation into a lasting friendship.